You think Aaron regrets ever singing that and giving you an intro?
His next episode of Wet Brain Follies. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Chad Oct.
The fuck is that? Oh boy, are we doing good? We're doing good. We're doing it. I'm not going to be like Stuttering John and disappear for 8 months without giving back to the paying customer. I'm not neglecting Patreon or YouTube. This is how I'm going to have it set up. I am still on a hiatus. I am on my little hiatus still. But you got to take care of your supporters. You got to give back. You can't just take. So I will be doing Patreon only show and YouTube members only show tomorrow with Dr. Steve and Tony Mazer. This will be available for YouTube members in 3 days. Repeat it. In 3 days. This will be available for the YouTube members. But I kind of, some people are just YouTube members. Some people are Patreon. I get it. You don't want to sign up for both, but I want to make them both special. And I hope you understand.
I, for one, do not understand. It sounds like you're doing exactly what you said you don't want to do and making supporters pay for both or wait for shows. Why not just make all shows members Patreon only, if not trying to grift supporters to buy both? Cotto gain. Damn, Boozmock.
But I want to get into it because I haven't been around in a week. I haven't really been paying much attention to things.
I say I wasn't paying much attention, but since I started this hiatus, I haven't gone more than 8 hours away from Twitter, where I have been attacking chatters, threatening to dox them, and generally going off on Dabbleverse shit all while saying I was with friends and family. Damn, Boozmock.
Kind of got all caught up this morning with everything that's going on in the shitverse, the hackverse, the Dabbleverse, and just in comedy in general. This is like an old school podcast because yes, you're in the chat, but you can't super chat today. You can gift memberships. Please gift memberships for people that want to tune into the Dr. Steve show tomorrow, or get yourself a membership. But this is old school Zumach podcast. Again, I want to make sure the paying customer is taken care of. And for people that have signed up to my Patreon, I'm talking you, Dave, John. I will be mailing out the shirts right after the show. I'll go to the post office. Chillin' 92, it's on its way. I haven't forgotten. In fact, it's on its way. I had a wonderful trip back home. We'll talk about it. Let's talk about the whole trip and how it all came together and why I was being so secretive about everything. Did Rocco sign up for a t-shirt? Rocco did. I mailed him shirts and stickers and stuff, and he did PayPal me $50, and I didn't ask for it. So that was a kind of a good move on him. It was very nice of him. So thank you very much to Rocco for that. And if you're in the $30 tier, $100 tier, I will send you out a shirt. That's the least I can do. Just send me a DM and we'll go from there. So how this whole trip came together was pretty interesting because I was not going home for Thanksgiving. I was not going home for Christmas because holiday travel is the worst. If you guys remember 2 years ago, I went home for Christmas. They lost my bag. So this opportunity presented itself to me where I was able to go home and everything just kind of fell into place. I got a text from my buddy Rock, my longtime college roommate friend, and he calls me after he texts me. He's like, hey, listen, we're thinking about getting the gang back together for a reunion game for Kent State's homecoming weekend. It's all my old boys. We still have a text thread to this day where we still text. We rented out the gym. We got referees, the whole thing. We want you to come home. And I said, I was just there 2 months ago. This sounds like fun. I said, that's kind of a good idea because I wanted to train for the basketball game with Ray the whole idea of getting back in shape, working out, and I can just do this for this reunion game. Plus, I can come home, October, beautiful in Ohio. Perfect weather, by the way. Nice breeze. It was fantastic. And I said, that's not a bad idea. Let me think about this. And I was leaning towards going home, and then I get a call from Nick Swartzen. And he's like, hey, dude, what's up? I go, hey. And he doesn't call me a lot. So when he calls, it's always like there's something going on. He's like, it's my birthday on Thursday. I go, yeah, I know. Congratulations. Happy birthday. He's like, yeah, I'm going to be in Cleveland for my birthday. Are you going to be there? And that was the 9th through the 14th. And I said, you know what? I was just talking to my buddy about this reunion basketball game with our reunion intramural team that won 3 years in a row. And if you're going to be there, my aunt's there, my cousins are there. Yeah, I'm going to be there. He's like, oh, cool. He's like, you're playing a reunion basketball game? I go, yeah, just with some of my college friends. We were really good and we're really tight we still keep in touch. And I thought it'd be fun. And he goes, well, check this. Sandler does pickup games while on tour. He's getting in town that Monday, and I know he's renting out a gym. It's invite only. It's usually family, friends, and referrals. He's like, now I'm not guaranteeing anything, but if you're already going to be there and you already got your shoes, I don't mind telling Adam. I can't play anymore. I'm legally blind. So I go, that'd be amazing. Yeah, of course. Yes, please. I don't want to put you in a bad position, but yeah, I won't do anything dumb. But yeah, let me know. He's like, okay, I'll let you know. So it wasn't guaranteed. Anyways, I get home. It was great. Visit the cousins, visit the aunt, visit Lisa Stewart, Perry Skincare. Use the promo code CHAD, get 10% off your order. Because there was no show. And I was trying to get a show together. I know everyone's like, oh, Chad was trying to get Florentine's opener fired, which was bullshit. The reason why I wanted to get a show was simple. Is because Nick said, hey, listen, are you doing a show? Because I'd like to jump on to work the rust off and work on some new bits. So that's why I was kind of looking for a show, just so Nick could pop on as a special guest.
So this leads me to believe Chad knew this whole time looking for venue for show. You know he would be dropping Swartzen name to get booked, and even with that in hometown, he was denied any venue. This is more embarrassing than we thought. Damn, booze mock.
But I just didn't get together. It was actually kind of good because I didn't have to worry about it. Every time I go home, I'm worried about the show, and it's just stressful. So I got a chance just to hang. But long story short, we do the intramural game. It was great. We go out to lunch afterwards. And then I go to downtown Kent because it's homecoming weekend. I text Hot Carl. When I met Hot Carl, I was 18 years old. And I worked at Gabriel Brothers with a guy named Dave Hecht, who was Hot Carl's fraternity brother at the Delta Tau Delta fraternity. Well, Dave Hecht got me on the intramural team for Delta Tau Delta, so I would play basketball with the Delts. And they talked me into rushing Delta Tau Delta. So I actually rushed Delta Tau Delta, but I ended up quitting because I didn't like it. I thought it was dumb.
Right.
So I had this connection to the Delts. Anyways, Carl says, I'm at the Delt house. And I hadn't seen Hot Carl forever. So I go to the Delt house. He doesn't even know I'm there. And I go up, I surprise him, I videotape him, and I go, oh, this is crazy. This is where we first met, the Delt house, when I was 18 years old. We're going to surprise Hot Carl. We're totally going to surprise Hot Carl. Hot Carl.
Does this look like the face of a man that is happy to see me? Damn booze mock.
So I hung out with Hot Carl, and then I went to my aunt's. That Monday, Nick was having like a little get-together at the Ritz. I could say where they are since they're not there anymore. For a little birthday lunch, little get-together. So we all get together. Wait, I'm going out of order here. Yeah, I'm going out of order because I'm sorry. I'm kind of just telling the story. Jason Craig with the gifted membership. So I love how everyone thinks it's hilarious. Any one of my fans, they think it's me. They have nothing. We'll get to that. Let's go back in time.
Chad's alt account, Jason Craig, was on NLO defending Chad October 6th, then started tweeting October 12th, telling Chad about my obsession and saying I need to be called out for being a creep more, which is pretty much what Chad said recently on his show. Chad replies within minutes to this. Many called this out to be a fake alt of Chad's, so he waited some time before, then announcing he has paid Jason $500 death pool money. This is obviously all bullshit. Chad loves to show proof and will not show the proof of this. Also, after many called this out to be a fake account, Jason then unfollowed Chad. His first follow when account was created in December 2015. This account also follows many other accounts all created at same time and are believed to be Chad alts. Caught again. Damn boozmock.
So I get a text from Swartzen. He's already in town. And Sandler's coming in from Toronto. And Nick's jumping on the tour from Cleveland and going to Detroit, going to Cincinnati and doing that leg. And he goes, hey, they're playing basketball at 3 p.m. today. He's getting in. He's coming right from the plane straight to the courts. He rented out this gym. Be there. You're in. I go, oh, cool, man. Nice. So we get to the gym and we walk in and it's a bunch of guys hanging out and it's invite only. So I walk in and, I've met Sandler twice. He doesn't remember me. It was really forgettable, very brief. And I walk in, I go, hey guys. And right away, Sandler goes, oh, you're Nick's opener. What's up? I go, what? He goes, you're Nick's opener. He told me you were coming. I go, yeah. And he's like, I saw that video you did with Norm. That was great. So Adam saw me do my Gotham Live with Norm Macdonald, which was crazy. And it's a little weird and surreal. It's all wrapped up into one. It's like, this is weird. So we're playing ball. It's a great game. It's fun. By the way, I had a horrible intramural game. I was out of breath in 5 fucking seconds. I missed like 5 shots. I had 1 layup. Of course, I keep track of my stats. Are you kidding me? That's the fun part. I've always been like that. But the Sandler game, I was moving a lot quicker. I was moving around a lot quicker. Guys were much older. I'm moving around pretty well. And I'm keeping cool. Listen, I'm invited there. I don't want to fucking piss off Nick or anybody. I'm not being dumb. I'm like, hey, man, what were you thinking when you did? I didn't ask anything dumb. I was playing it like a professional. Anyways, that was a good time. Then we went and got a late lunch dinner with Nick. And they invite me to the show. He puts us on the list.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
I slipped up here and said, put us on the list. I will later say how my girlfriend never made it, so I took Perry Skincare Lisa Stewart. Am I confirming the rumors my fake live-in girlfriend is actually Lisa Stewart? Caught again. Damn, boozmock.
And again, I never asked Nick for anything. I didn't ask Adam for anything. We had good seats. I was like, listen, I'll watch the show. I haven't been a spectator at a show in a long time, and it was fun. Adam puts on a fun show. It was so funny. They did this thing where they zoom in, and there's like, oh, I think I know that guy. And right 3 rows behind us, it was Kevin James. And, it was a fun show. I took Lisa Stewart from Perry Skincare. My girl wasn't able to make it because of work. She was going to fly in on Saturday and leave on Sunday, but it just wasn't worth it.
So the totally real live-in girlfriend wasn't able to get away from the totally real work to join this amazing weekend and meet Chad's family. But Lisa Stewart happened to be free, and Chad even mentioned on his show leading up to this that he would be seeing and hanging with her.
Let's go back in time.
Use the promo code CHAD10, get 10% off your order. I'm getting a facial Saturday from Lisa Stewart at her salon in Brecksville, Ohio, with Perry Skincare. That'll be nice. Nice facial. Yeah. Can't wait to tell you what I'm doing in Cleveland.
Now, the actual Perry Skincare account does not follow Chad, but Lisa Stewart does. Also, what other reason would someone continue to give Chad $100 a month to sponsor them and not once get the promo code right? This was called out months ago, and Chad hasn't changed it, so how many could he be selling? All leading to Lisa Stewart being possible girlfriend. Damn boozmock.
So my friend Lisa came with me to the show. And then afterwards, I texted Nick, good job. I recorded his opening and put it on my Instagram. And he DM'd me. He's like, hey, meet us here at this steak restaurant. I was like, okay, cool. And it was a private party. Like they rented out the whole joint. And I get there and I'm on the list, which is crazy. Lisa's on the list. We got invited in and we all had food on Sandler. We had steak, lobster, shrimp, and hung out. Of course, I was like down away. I was away from all the cool people. I was hanging out with the stage people and Swartzen. And I got to be honest with you, I didn't pay much attention to anything that was going on. And part of the reason for my hiatus is I'm just getting sick of all of this. I'm getting bored. People are turning on me, and it's just, I'm over it. I was like, and I said to myself, listen, I had a good year, and I appreciate all the contributions, but I wanted to get away and just kind of like do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe get recharged, reset. Because I didn't like the landscape of how everything was going down. It just was starting to get to me. It wasn't bothering me, but I just was losing focus on what am I doing? What is this? Who gives a fuck? But what really bothers me is like when there's nothing there, they just make up lies. Lies. Like they said, of trying to get Florentine's opener fired and stuff that doesn't exist.
Chad says these are all lies and that he has never got an opener fired. That said, at the time, he then tweeted saying he could get people bumped or fired if he wanted to. NLO also tweeted proof someone messaged him last month, proving Chad was trying to bump him. Caught loying O'Gain. Damn boozmock.
I go, yeah, that's when things are bad. When there's no content, you gotta lie. Let's go back in time.
What happened to your eye, Chad?
Yeah. It's getting I've been icing it all day and it's just getting grosser.
You got stitches too?
No.
Yeah. So wait, they punch you in your eye?
Yeah, they punched me in the eye, kicked me in the back.
With their fists, or they had a weapon?
No, they have fists. 10 minutes after the live, I was just walking, two dudes come up, punch me in the back, and then pull me around, they punch me, and it was a blur. I thought I was gonna die. I literally thought I was gonna die.
I smell a Juicy Smollett deal coming on, but I don't know what
what do I get out of it? Like
maybe Shilly will give you a show.
Maybe that's why I'm doing it. I want to get on the Shuley network.
We can get you a steak from Rustic Cuts.
I can't believe I got two wrestling fans who live the shtick, knows everything about it, and you guys are upset. You're angry about me twisting a story for the internet, for podcasting, for radio? You got to be shitting me.
Well, I mean, there's twisting a story, and then there's swearing on your mother that you're telling the truth when you're telling the story. That's a little bit different than twisting the story.
That's where Shuley draws the line?
No,
that's where we all draw the line.
I'm burying the lead, by the way. I got another bike stolen.
What?
From my gym this morning. And make shit up. And that's what everybody's been doing. And I was like, I'm not into it. I'm good. Like, I lost a Patreon member because somebody actually thought I tried to get Florentine's opener fired, which is retarded. And then Hot Carl took this video. He went to Little Italy on Monday. It was Columbus Day, and it's like a big Italian thing. And Carl started taping us. I was not even aware this was out there. And next thing you know, they all have it. The Clippers, they're saying, oh, Chad's shaking. He's doing this, that. Stuff that doesn't even exist. I'll show you the video. There's nothing going on. And prior to this video, my zipper was stuck all day. Like I was trying to get it loose. So I started playing with the zipper, and they're like, oh my God, look, he's playing with his zipper. He doesn't know what to do. He's nervous. And I'm like, this is such a nothing that you guys are trying to make into something. But they're trying to say, oh, you're shaking.
Yeah, I'm with Sandler. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, we're done time. Yeah. Oh, that's fucking
See, I'm playing with my zipper.
Seriously. And how? No, I don't imagine that.
That's when people start recognizing Nick's here. So they're pointing.
I've really been to Cleveland. Look at him. I've only been to Cleveland maybe once or twice. When's the last time you performed? Or pre-COVID, yeah.
So anyways, now, see, my hands are like, I'm holding my hands right there. And everyone's like, Chad's holding his dick. I mean, this is how desperate these people are. They're like, they're just making shit up. They're like, he's holding his dick. It's so obnoxious. Anyway, so as you can tell, that was just like a nothing video. There was like nothing to it. But yet they're all like tagging Schwartzing, it's so embarrassing. It's just, and I'm like, oh, this is why I want to take a hiatus, because you guys have nothing. Bring back the Ray Davito show. I'll just do an hour of Ray Davito today. Ray's back talking shit about me again. Ray's talking shit about me. I don't have the clip, but he's back to talking about me. He's back in the Dabbleverse. Ray's low on money. So Ray's back. So we might have to do a reunion Ray Davito show. And there has been some talks of a reunion Ray Davito show. Now, I don't know when that's going to be or if it will happen, but there are talks. There is nothing confirmed, but there has been communication between Dr. Chow and I. Let's just leave it at that. Oh, man, where do we start? Okay, I'll give you some updates since I'm only doing one podcast a week. I'm getting a new computer this Saturday. So this Saturday, we'll have a new computer. I'm getting a new camera. So we're going to get that set up, ready to rock. So you guys can quit complaining about the audio. There's not a lot of you. There's a couple trolls that do it. I'm over this comedy festival in Saudi Arabia. I can't, everywhere I go, every comic's talking about it, every green room. I was in the green room with Joe DeVito at McCurdy's. He brought it up. Jason Bentley's texting. What? Anyways, but it's just, here's where I stand with it. They're all hypocrites. They're all comics. They don't stand for anything. They'll blow wherever the wind blows. If they offered to me, of course I would go. Are you kidding me? I'm not trying to stand on a soapbox and say, oh, I would never go. That's blood money. Gives a fuck. What do I care? You're trying to tell me if they offered me $100,000, I wouldn't do it? You're out of your fucking mind. I don't care where that blood money is. I have nothing against you, Bill Burr, despite Club Soda Kenny's take. I know you love your wife, but she's definitely got some pull over you. It might be your downfall. Does that mean you're not a funny guy? You are. But you're compromised. It just is what it is. You had a nice run. I have nothing against Bill Burr. Joe had some things to say about Marc Maron. Now, Marc Maron is no stranger to this podcast and this discussion because we recently just had a little run-in with Marc Maron with Jeff Dye, where Marc Maron texted me. And I sent the text to Kevin because I'm an idiot. Marc Maron just had his last podcast with Marc Maron just had his last podcast with Barack Obama. So for Joe to go public and name names like this, there's something behind it. There's a little bit more than this for Joe to go public with this. And this obviously is getting back to Marc Maron. Marc Maron pays attention. If Marc Maron's paying attention to what me, Kevin Brennan, and Jeff Dye are saying, he's going to be paying attention to what Joe Rogan says.
And then he became successful. And the years where Marc was successful were the best years of Marc.
Now, let me say this before I play it, because I just got to add some context, and I obviously interject my relationship with Marc Maron and how I know Marc Maron. I met Marc Maron in 2005, but Maron still had fans and all that. But I became friendly with Marc back then. And then when Marc started to pop a little bit, he came to Cleveland. We did the Agora. I was on the Alan Cox show at the time. He actually messaged me to open for him. As a sign of good faith, I reached out. I go, can Alan open for you too? And we can have you on the show, the radio show. He's like, yeah, I don't care. And I remember I picked up Maron. He was staying at a hostel. So even though he was doing his podcast, it wasn't the biggest thing at the time. He was staying in hostels. And I remember we went out to dinner afterwards. And I remember him talking shit about Alan Cox, saying, that guy's not funny at all. How long's he been doing comedy? Anyways, but Maron's always been kind of a bitter guy. He comes from that old school place where the Rich Voss is one of those guys. I love Rich Voss, but they're jealous of anybody with success. That's just what Kevin Brennan, Marc Maron, Rich Voss, they're all from that old school. How did you get that? He doesn't deserve that. And they were all like that, but Maron's still like that.
And then we talk, and then, are we good? We're good. Like, he likes to do that. He likes to talk shit about you, and then you confront him.
That's so funny. When I returned the text to Marc, 'cause I explained myself. I go, hey, listen, that was all Kevin talking about. That was Kevin talking about your ex-girlfriend and stuff. It wasn't me. Me and Jeff Dye were just kind of sitting there. I apologize. You've always been nice to me. And he's like, okay, cool, man. We're good. He texted me, we're good. I go, yeah, we're good. So that's a Maron thing. We're good. He's always seeing if we're good. Marc's always been Marc. Like he said, he's a bitter prick. That's who he is. But I like it. I think Marc's very funny. I remember just having a conversation. He was making me laugh one day, just in conversation.
He came up to me and he goes, hey, man, you're really funny. He just keep doing what you're doing. Don't listen to anybody else. Just keep doing what you're doing. I was like, wow, thank you.
That's his best side. That's the good side.
He's not all bad.
No.
And he was a young guy back then, right? So he was just...
It's when comics of any kind of caliber say that to a young comic, you remember it forever. Remember, when I did my Gotham with Norm, I told a joke. I forget exactly what joke it was. It was a misdirection. And every comic was there watching because Norm was there. And I remember David Tell going, hey, that joke was good. I think it was my DUI joke. He's good stuff. I was like, oh, what? David Tell likes my joke? Oh. Dave thinks I'm funny? My Quadfather doesn't.
He had decided that I was an asshole, like, just because the podcast took off.
It's going to get to the point why I think Joe said what he said.
But
it's going to take a long time for people to recover because of that era, that time of our life with the COVID shutdowns and the vaccine fights. I remember when Chad Prather took me out, I was getting like fucking people saying, you're a fucking asshole, you're killing grandmas. I get those messages all the time. I mean, looking back on it, I don't think I killed any grandma. I'm pretty sure no grandma died because of me. What shot? But my stepfather died from COVID, which is awesome. And he was fully vaccinated.
Which is immunology.
It's kidney disease. I don't
want to get to the point of Theo Vaughn, because this is, who cares about COVID?
Here's a part of it. Like,
I admit it, I do the same. If Maron has a guest on that I want to listen to, I literally fast forward the beginning, the intro.
Because nobody wants to hear it.
I'm sure people fast forward this show.
They don't fast forward it. They just instead watch it through me where it's cut down with funny shit peppered in. Damn, Boozmock.
And now he has like the number 2 or number 3 podcast in the world.
Sometimes there's a thing. That...
I guess I skipped over it, but basically he said the reason why Theo Vaughn got so fucked up is because Maron was talking about him on his special, saying he would have Hitler on, and I guess that really fucked with Theo. And that's the reason why he's been going through his troubles. But everyone in comedy's fighting. It's not just the shit verse. It's just not the devil verse. Everyone's fighting. I love it because we have more to cover. It's World War Z. Thank you to everyone that signed up to my Patreon. I got a couple new people, and I promise you I will mail you out shirts. I'm going to the post office after this. Boy, it's been a week. It's been a week. Oh, here's one thing I forgot to talk about. Speaking of being back home, speaking of Alan Cox, Saturday night, I was at my buddy Rock's house. And I said, hey, listen, I'm going to stop down at the Funny Stop because I don't know how long it's going to be there. Nadell, Pete's wife, his brother Tony, they're trying to sell it. Their lease is up in March. They're probably not going to renew. So I want to talk about it. Like, I want to say hi. I want to, I started that club. It's my home club. I recorded 2 albums there, and I just want to say hi. Well, Bill Squire, who was quote unquote my replacement on the Alan Cox show, WMMS, was headlining. Now, Bill and I, we don't have a good relationship. He was really shady on how he went about getting that job. He turned into a social justice warrior. He tried to get me canceled. Now, I don't talk about it because it was so fucking such bullshit. But the girl I used to be friends with, her name's Chelsea. I'll just leave it at that. I haven't spoken to her in years, and I'll never speak to her again. She did a lot of graphic design for me in the past. Anyways, she started developing a thing for me, and I just didn't have it. She's a little off. She's kind of cuckoo. So I kind of like pushed her away in that regard, and she felt some sort of rejection. Anyways, long story boring. Some shit happened between me and her. It got public. I told her, like, listen, you need to shut this down because you know it's not true. And she did, and I never heard from her again. Anyways, Bill got involved with it. He got my gig canceled at the House of Comedy in Phoenix. But I saw he was headlining, and I'm like, who gives a fuck? It's Bill. Who cares? He's not even on the show anymore. It doesn't matter. So I purposely wait 25 minutes to go, thinking when he would be on stage. The show started at 7:30, so I was like, I'll just show up. I'll come there at 8:55, say hi to Nadell and everybody, and leave. He's not on stage. I'm like, oh, fuck. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I'm talking to Nadell, Pete's wife, and this guy named OK Pants, this douchebag who used to be a fan of mine. Now he's like a Cleveland star fucker. He's at the door and he's pointing to me like, can you come here? Could you come here? So I go, what? He goes, yeah, man. Hey, we'd like to ask you to leave. And I just started laughing. I'm like, why? Like, we know why you're here. You're here to cause problems. And we want you to leave. And I go, this guy's not even a comic. He's just a dick rider. I go, you realize this is my home club, right? I've been coming here for 20 years. Right? You realize this? Who are you to say I should leave? And I go, you know what? I think I want you to leave. I think if you walk over to Pete's wife or over to Tony and they had to choose between me and you, they would tell you to leave. And he gets all flustered. He's like, oh, you're just here to cause problems. Like, I don't give a fuck. I go, whatever's going on in your mind, it doesn't exist. You guys need to move on from Cleveland. They're like, well, at least we didn't get kicked out of Cleveland. I'm like, no, I didn't get kicked out of Cleveland. I chose to leave because you guys live in a bubble. It's high school. Anyways, he ended up running away, and that was the last. But it's just like, okay, hilarious. So it backfired in their face. But sorry, OK Pants, you don't got that pull. Two, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to open this up, the last 10 minutes of the show publicly, and then I'm going to take it down. I'm going to open up publicly just to show you there's an episode available for Patreon, and then I'm going to take it down.
Chad opened it up public cause he saw. I called out he only had 8 viewers live. People knew the show was Patreon only, but Chad didn't like being called out for the low numbers. Damn, booze mock.
Aaron Emmel is going to jail for 8 days on a gross misdemeanor, revenge porn. Now, I openly said on Twitter that I'm considering doing my version of the Steeltoe morning show all next week at 6 a.m. I'm thinking it might be funny if I do my version of the Steeltoe morning show. And I want to hit all his goals just to drive him nuts. So when he gets out of jail, he can find out that I hit all of his goals. And I will keep all the money. Wouldn't that be funny? I'll do all hot topics. We'll talk about Trump. I'll get Clearwater Chad to fill in for Johnny Crutches. And we'll do a fun, boring, real show like Steeltoe. But the only way it's going to work is if you guys let Aaron know that we hit all his goals that he hit this week. He wanted to go the weekend so he can hit the goal during the week and do shows. He won't get any of it. I'll get it. But I'm also at a conflict because I'm kind of on hiatus still. I kind of want to, but I think the joke would be funny if I took over the Steeltoe morning show on my channel, of course. And the goal is make sure Aaron finds out how much money I made that week, just to stick it to him. Because that's what it's all about. Sticking it to people, right? He's looking forward to jail. Of course, this guy, he knows how to like turn. I mean, it's amazing. The level of delusion. I am allowed to cover this because this was originally my feud. Before Carl was covering it, before Melton was covering it. I was the only one out there. Before Mersch.
No, I'm sorry. I wanted to do 4 twos or I wanted to do the 8 straight. I did not.
I love how he openly talks how like this jail, like it's just normal. I'm just going to jail. It's not a big deal. Yeah, you're going to jail. That's kind of a big deal. You're literally in county jail. That's not cool. You can say whatever you want about my past bullshit. I've never gone to jail. Well, been sentenced to jail. Let me turn that around. I mean, the smart thing would be going to jail for 8 days straight, because if you just did the weekends, you're going to have to like go through the whole rigmarole of getting checked in again. If you're 8 days off the air, people are going to be interested. I'll be interested. I'll tune in. I want to know what jail was like. What happened in jail? Did you get prison raped? What happened? I want all the stories. There's going to be a lot of viewers. There's going to be super chats.
It's 1,000% personal.
You better watch yourself. Here's the thing where I'm going to agree with Aaron. It is personal. I've been saying this the whole time. They want to stick it to this guy. People hate him. They hate him. I know people hate me too, but they want to stick it to him for sure. When I was in my DUI case in 2012, that got reduced to a reckless operation. Shout out to Kevin Spelsey. The judge there, Patrick Carroll, wanted to stick it to me big time. Even Spelsey said, I've never seen the judge so invested in this, because at the time it was getting a lot of news coverage. I obviously was guilty, but I was fighting for my life, my job. I was hoping I could get my job back. So when I got the reckless operation, the judge was livid, and the restrictions afterwards was insane for a reckless operation. And that was Spelsey saying, yeah, you got the plea you wanted, but he wanted to give you the punishment he thinks you deserved. Her Nick was a valid suit, has a valid suit. I'm hearing the same thing, and that's definitely something, but I'm here for it. You know what? I think we're going to open it up for everybody for a little bit, for the last 10 minutes, just to let them come in and possibly get a membership.
He goes, I've been doing this for decades, and this is beyond a vendetta.
You know what's so funny is my judge said the same thing to me. I'm sorry, my lawyer said the same thing to me when I got the restrictions.
I want to be on the reading railroad. I don't want to go to jail, go directly to jail, do not collect $200.
That'd be a good hype train, reading railroad.
Involving the state of Minnesota. Ooh, boy. But I can't.
Dude, you're not even done with jail. Shut the fuck up. You haven't even served your 8 days. And if I'm not mistaken, you're still on probation afterwards. Shut the fuck up. Again, if you're just joining us, I just opened it up to the public. This is Patreon only. If you want the entire episode, sign up to my Patreon /World War Z.
I got a lot of people saying a male prosecutor just wouldn't do this. I mean, this is just really...
Ooh, Aaron, you're digging a hole. You got to wait till it's all over. Even with me and Judge Carroll, I didn't say shit until this was all over with.
Their last bullet...
See, Aaron, this is what... You're not going to listen to advice. You never listen to anybody. This is what gets you in trouble. It's not over. Shut up. Jail's not good. I was going to join Patreon, but now I don't have to. Well, this is going to be up on Patreon only when I'm done. I just opened it up for 10 minutes just to let you guys know that we're doing it.
So we're going to do the 8 days, and what you guys are going to do, we're going to fill up the old canteen. That's what we're going to do.
Man, this guy knows how to grift.
I've got 8 days.
He's just having fun. Oh, this guy just sent him 200. The Sansfords and Son.
I should get or after I go in, I should come out with a teardrop, almost like a T-shirt. You know,
comedy.
You go to a place, you get a T-shirt, get a little teardrop tattoo.
Comedy.
One.
It's funny how he underestimated every step so far. Everything he's been wrong with. If Aaron, you're watching, let me suggest something. Whatever you decide to do the opposite with everything you do in your life. Because you're constantly stepping on those rakes, dog.
It was interesting.
Mark my words. Mark my words. This prosecutor is not done with Aaron. I'm calling my shot right now. This is my prediction. Everything he's talking about this prosecutor right now, it's gonna come back. He's been in the ever since this guy started coming after me and I started covering him. This guy's been in jail and courts more than anybody.
You know, I don't seek retribution against others. I'm not a miserable, unhappy person, but
yeah, you are. That's why you told Nick's pasture about them doing coke and everything, because you got kicked out of the polycule. We are members only now. Listen, I open it up just for a taste, just to let people know that we're live. Oh, Diablo Sandwich. Pasture. Yeah, I said it wrong. Oh my God, Chris. He said pastor wrong.
Not the best.
Diablo Sandwich, I'll pay you $300 to do a podcast with me with your real name and your face. Let's see how funny you are. Okay? Easy money. Think about it.
8 days turns into 8 weeks in a hurry. It'll be fine.
Roachy.
It'll be fine.
Do you have $300, Chad? No, I don't, Roachy. I don't have $300. It's so much money. By the way, listen, I'm doing this for my paid members, Patreon, YouTube memberships, because I'm not going to just disappear and turn my back on my supporters. No, that's what Stuttering John does. So I'm back for, today. I'm doing the YouTube membership tomorrow. This video will be up YouTube member exclusive in 3 days after Patreon. So that's what we're doing over here.
Like I said, I got to go with
Who's on the
people
phone,
who know.
Chad?
And they say, look, you got to fight the boredom.
I want to go to jail now. You get tablets, the Vikings game. I get mean things said to me, and it hurts my feelings. And I don't like it. So stop doing it. This one was really, really mean. And it really fucked my day up. Starts off with, hey, Tubby. Looks like the weight is creeping back, buddy. Time for another round of Ozempic. You might want to stay away for good this time because you're not good. Quad and Cardiff have been owning you lately, and you're obviously on the run. P.S. No one wants your dumb shirts either. Aw. Yeah, I'm on the run. I mean, so many people listen to Quad Father. It's amazing. He's so intimidating. And the potato, don't get me started. Oh, don't get me started. So intimidating. Yeah, don't click on any of their shit. Out of sight, out of mind. And the weight, I was never on Ozempic, ever. He said I couldn't afford it anyway. So I'm not on it. I just took care of myself. I quit drinking like I was and eating right. But here's the thing. I got a little too skinny.
Props where due, you did lose some weight, Chad, but you were never near brink of being too skinny. This is you at what you say is the best shape you have been in. Damn, Booze Mock.
I was doing a lot of cardio. I was doing a lot of high reps, less weight. But now I'm doing heavy weight. So I'm actually normal. I weigh 184. That's a good weight for me. That's solid. I did 8 months of eating clean, getting lean. Now I'm going to do 8 months of heavy weight, getting strong. But you could always send your email to me, your hate mail. You can send nice mails too. I get those too. I got a lot to get to, guys, but I think I'm going to wrap up the show today. I wanted to do this for the Patreon and the paid memberships because I also have to head to the post office and I have shit to do. We learned that I need drunk dials. Rochi, would you like to get blocked? I don't mind doing it. You contribute nothing. Because I think you guys like the chat, and then when you get blocked, you're like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done that. We learned that Chad doesn't have enough Patreons to do a Patreon-only show. That's what I'm trying to do, Dommy. I'm trying to build it. If you don't recall, my Patreon was struck by Stuttering John, so 8 years worth of work and $3,000 worth of monthly revenue was gone. So how do we get more members? We do Patreon exclusive content. You dumb fuck. We learned Ray DeVito Pat Dixon and Mersh are lonely motherfuckers that have to stream late at night because they don't go to bed with women. They go to bed alone and lonely and drunk and high. We learn Aaron talks too fucking much and digs a bigger hole. I love it.
We learned Chad read Furnom's free chat, but also skipped Dan's $2 super chat calling out his 8 viewers, proving this bothered Chad when I called it out and why he opened it to all. Also with open, he didn't break 150 viewers. Damn booze mock.
This will be on Patreon exclusively. So I'm back for, today. I'm doing the YouTube membership tomorrow. This video will be up YouTube member exclusive in 3 days after Patreon. Go sign up exclusively. $5. What is that? What is $5? It's nothing. I'm gone. Go fuck yourself.
It's like, I love Chad Buzmak. He adds so much context to what Chads Oct show is. Things that I wouldn't even know, where he finds clips from Chad.
Let's go back in time.
Yes, it's so great. Right. So it's like, it's very interesting to watch that kind of thing.
Thank you. Nice podcast, stupid, painkiller, Iwa, Queefer, Hellraiser 69, Dabble Don Zithorn, Joseph Hamas, associate producer Ralph, John Smith, Bob Sacamano, Who, What, Why, The Ghost of Mr. P, Riles, Don Coyote, Arachnophobe, Steeltoe Morning Show, Miss Tay, KB, Dunder Mifflin Tuna, Kim Nicholson, Diablo Sandwich, Permaseal Finishing, Mr. Zed, Gutter Sleeping, Zumok, Twits, Nobody Likes Onions, and Kraut Cat. It's all much appreciated. Thank you all for hitting the like and sub.
Got him!
Chad stinks.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Chad stinks.
Thank you.
Bye!